Nigerian Navy has announced the interception of no fewer than 1,306 bags of foreign parboiled rice in Majidun community, Ikorodu, West Local Government Area of Lagos State. The seizure was made by the maritime component of operation under the leadership of Commodore Paul Mofa Mayel, who also commands the Nigerian Navy ship and the maritime component commander of Southwest Operation. According to a press release signed by Lieutenant Husani Ibrahim, Base Information Officer, Nigerian Navy ship, on Wednesday, Mayel disclosed that the interception was made on Saturday, 12 April 2025, during routine security and anti-smuggling operations carried out by the operation team within its area of jurisdiction. In line with the harmonized standard procedures on arrest, detention and prosecution, the confiscated items were officially handed over to the Nigeria Customs Service, Western Marine Command, Apapa, on Wednesday, 16 April 2025. The operation forms part of ongoing efforts by Nigerian security agencies to tighten control over the country's maritime corridors and prevent the influx of banned or smuggled goods, especially foreign rice, which has continued to undermine local production. Oh, I would want to start with you, Barrister Okoro, on this because one of the reasons why this is actually on the news is because it is foreign rice, and they were actually intercepted because, according to the Navy, it has, put a stop to the production of our local rice. Now, the question is, how many times have we actually produced our own rice? How many times have we consumed our own rice? Because if we check, most of the rice we still consume up till now are foreign-made rice. Even up to the basmati, even up to the smaller green rice. Please, I want to get your thoughts on this.
According to Navy, they say it undermines the production of local rice. That is undermining the efforts of our farmers. It's actually a reality, is the truth. But my question is, what has the government done to encourage the local farmers? There are a lot of things they need to do. There is inadequacy of rice in the country, and that's why if the rice is in high supply, the local rice is in high supply, the price will be cheap according to laws of demand and supply.
True.
Yeah. So, but it is highly inadequate. There is shortage in supply of the local rice because probably a lot of factors are responsible. One, security factors. Majorly rice is produced in the north and in the east here, Abakaliki, Enugu area, I think so. But recently you see that these the herdsmen, I don't know where they come from, are ravaging those areas. Even as of yesterday, even this morning, I saw in the news, herdsmen invading a particular community in Benue and Enugu. That's the news you hear every day. So these insecurities are actually affecting the farmers. They can't go to their farms freely. And there are bound to be shortage of food crops. So the government needs to intervene in this area, provide enough security, curb. What is the problem? It's not as if they don't know about it, but they lack the willpower to intervene. Call a spade a spade. Those who are responsible for these wanton and obnoxious killings, you go after them, prosecute them, and let the law take its course.
Okay, so you feel that the insecurity in the country is one.
It's part of it. Then they do not also encourage them by, in those days we used to have extension, agric extensions, where you teach people how to produce certain crops and all the rest. Encourage them, teach them the modern way, give them the improved seedlings. Yeah, there are these improved rice seedlings, some from Malaysia, some of them China and the some from is it Philippines, something thereabout. So get those improved seedlings, give to them that some of them resist pests, diseases, and survive under harsh conditions. So these are the things government should do to encourage the local farmers. Then when that is done, you go to market with the inflationary trend, you get rice at 15,000 naira a bag. Nobody will begin to think of the foreign rice. If you are trying to even, the cost of bringing it, smuggling it, when you look at it, you divert to another business because the local ones is sufficient.
Thank you so much on your thoughts. Please, I would want to hear from you, Mr. Frank, on your thoughts about this.
Well, 1,000 something bags of rice discovered by by the Navy, and we are clapping and jumping. The issue that we as a nation, I wrote what it last year about the issue of rice production. Nigeria has land. Like I went to Abakaliki, and Oma was Ebonyi State. They are most of them are rice producers or rice farmers. But what has the government done to improve rice production in this part of the world called Nigeria? We keep blaming the colonial master. Just 1,500, 1,500. How many population would that one feed? And we are making noise about it. How we've been able to. We need to look at what is happening in this country. Rice was not a problem even when Nigeria was not producing rice in the 80s when I was a boy. It's not a problem. There was no hyperinflation. Even the poor man can access a cup of rice. Today you cannot use 200 or 300 to buy a cup of rice. It's funny. And we have the land, like he also said, the north, even Bayelsa close to the river state here. They have land that can help rice production. But one thing that our government people, and some of us who are not in government, we are not helping the programs and policies of government to fast track rice production. So even what they are doing today, for me, I don't see any kind of any bit of drum that custom has done what they have not done before. Rice has been issue of smuggling even before I was born. Look at Thailand has been maintaining rice production even before I was born till date. Thailand. China is producing to feed their population. I mean, with rice. India also, I did research, writing, publishing on newspapers. I found that Nigerian government is dilly-dallying in terms of producing rice in this country. And let me tell you, you may be aware. A few years ago, they launched what they call rice pyramid in Abuja. As if Nigeria has become one of the powerful rice producers in the world. But what we have heard is political. It was used to, like what they did with Nigeria A, just to bamboozle Nigerians that they are working. As I said today, is it working? So we need to be sincere. This issue of custom discovering 1,000 bags of rice somewhere, for me, I don't think it will even undermine local rice production, because government ineptitude in funding local rice, the real local rice farmers is not there. Quite many where. Today, what I see in this country, I am not attacking anybody, but I'm trying to express what I see. When government brings out loan, fertilizer, you don't go direct to the real farmers. Those things go to the political farmers who will have access to Minister of Agriculture or Minister of Livestock, whatever ministry, and those who are in the presidency. So before this thing could get to the real farmers, it's like you are giving maybe a cup of fertilizer, like I said, improved seedling. The world is undergoing a series of researches to make sure that food production becomes easy. But here in this country, we play politics on everything. So I just want to lay my foundation. What I want to say is that the government of Nigeria should look inward and begin to emphasize on issue of sustaining our rice production. Instead of saying, oh, we have discovered 1,000. If we have rice that can sustain our population, I don't think we should be bothering about it should be a choice. Because if we have a lot of availability of rice, to look at a bag of rice is about 100 and something thousand naira, and government came about 2 months ago to tell us, oh, we will now float 4,000, even for it's for civil servant. So what happens to those who are not civil servants? Then you ask the civil servant to come buy, you are subsidizing 40,000, so we are clapping hands. Can that sustain rice production in this country? So for me, in conclusion, I want to beg the federal government of Nigeria and also beg custom. They should rejig the issue of oppression on the borderways, because before this thing could come into this country too, there were a lot of nefarious activities that gave in for such. Nigerians should be sincere to themselves to see how to build our local economy. Like I'm also I'm disturbed that the global tariff of Donald Trump is also not heading to our economy. Yes. Because what are we producing? Is not only oil. And today, what we're getting today, the oil price, international oil price has gone down. So tell me, by now it will affect the revenue of Nigeria. So I pray, rice production, Nigerian government should work with the real farmers. Go to the Ebonyi state. Go even River State too. We produce in Agbo area. Okay. So I pray, we need more rice, because if you have rice, it will also help Gary to the price of Gary to come down.
Thank you so much, and Mr. Frank. Well, I get your thoughts literally accurately, and I know the points where you're coming from. But, excuse me, like you stated, you said that right from the time that you were a boy, you've seen this whole rice smuggling situation reoccurring up till recent time, even before I was born, up till now that I'm actually of this age. So it's a continuous situation. You know, what is the reason why there has not been a break on that? Why has family rights not been established? Why have we not gotten to that point? Yeah, growing up, I used to know that. I recall that we used to we consume more of Abakaliki rice to a point that if the production reduced, then the impulse of foreign rice.
Uncle Ben, there was a rice called Uncle Ben. Have you heard that before? Uncle Ben.
You know, impulse of foreign rice.
Main street rice, foreign rice. I don't know if my colleagues are good.
Those points.
Uncle Ben rice. See, for me, let me not as if I'm criticizing government. Please, our leaders, the essence of leadership is to guide and put things right. And we must obey our policies and programs. Okay. Let me tell you something. When the leaders will depend on foreign rice to enjoy themselves and overlook our locally made rice, tell me, everybody in this country wants to feel I passed my neighbor, which is not a good thing. Sorry. 99% of the cars we are buying in this country, second hand. Sorry. Go to this car park or whatever car sellers. Even the one you can see your face as if shiny, it's second hand. Because nobody will put a new car, not driven by anybody, on the road. I mean, open. It's put in a shop. I know what I'm saying. So can we, in a way, reduce our appetite?
I'm not trying to emphasize, but I heard of a particular car brand, the innocent car brand, is actually allowed to make sales of cars in the country.
You know what I'm saying? You don't produce a new car from the factory and put it in the sun. Sun affects. I don't need to go into science, and sun affects even putting clothes, anything outside. It affects the durability
of the clothes. Yeah.
So ordinarily, a new car is put inside the factory. So it's not just what I want to go. But what I'm trying to do is that our leaders should also enjoy locally made rice. It will help others too. But when you say leader, we are saying I should wear Nigerian made cotton or clothes, and you are also importing Italian this, Italian that, and you say, oh, Frank is wearing Aba made. So what are you telling me? You are telling me to begin to have appetite. Even if I want to kill somebody to buy things that is coming from UK or from I will do, which is not good. So first of all, I'm saying that our rice should be eaten by all. Whether you're a president, you're a governor, you're a commissioner, you're a commissioner of police, eat our locally made rice.
That's right. Which will give room. Basmati rice situation, because you notice that it's more in the markets, more than the locally made rice.
Because big people, so to say, in this country, eat such foreign rice. Sorry, you see, I was somewhere, and somebody missed a pen. Pen, no, that I have here. Pen, ink inside. The baby was screaming. You know what she was screaming? Oh, it's a foreign pen. She was crying, literally crying. Oh, I missed my pen from overseas. The same pen that has ink inside, but because it came from abroad, from America or from UK, it became an issue. So can we even, in a way, as leaders and as the led, begin to eat what we have? Because you know, today, let me tell you, we pronounce our amount of money on dollars in Nigeria.
True. So
which is not good. Everybody wants to touch dollars. Go to America. Will you see naira in circulation in terms of what you see in this country? So my concern is that, please, I need right production, and I want to eat right Nigeria locally made or produced rice in this country. Our leaders should also help us. We will also be asking about smuggling of rice, but it is about, because we depend on foreign rice. That's why this smuggling will not stop.
Thank you.
That's my concern.
If you recall, during the time of Buhari, there was a time that he almost wanted to encourage the production of locally made rice. And if we have to refer back to what you made mention of, the pen scenario of the lady that said she really wanted her foreign pen. You know, if we look back home, it's not like the Abbas situation where the Nigerian production hub is being held. It's not like they do not produce quality, but
they produce.
Yes, I think that we've not gone to that realization where we appreciate our own homemade production of goods and services, or whatever the case may be, because we feel that our Nigerian made goods, rice, it's not just about the rice. Like you talked about your wares, the shoes, we feel like it doesn't have so much durability or quality more compared to the one from the foreign countries, because looking at standard how do I put it, structure of the system, you know, in most Senate climes, I think they put so much consideration on production of quality things. You know, I think that's why there's this shift on why we appreciate more foreign wares, more foreign goods, and I don't know. You can prove me wrong if I'm actually
let my brother put mouth there before I put. I've been talking. Let him put mouth.
I just wanted to make that clear. There.
No. It's not. No. Sorry. It's maybe. See, it's a system that looks outside. No, it's a system. I think there's a story I will talk. It's a system that looks outside. We should look inward. I read the book some years ago when I was in secondary school, but I'm an American author. There are some years ago, ships go to China empty, loaded to China, and return from China empty, which means China then was not producing. Today, no ship comes out of China empty. Ship will load from China, goes to China what? Empty, which means China is producing. What's happening in this country? Ships load to Nigeria, even load crude, even load refined crude. Are you aware?
Yes.
Load refined crude to us, which they were not producing. So my concern as a discussion is, can we have a consciousness that will help leaders and the late to believe in what they have? Like you said, I'll be proud to wear Nigerian made suit.
Yes. But
how many leaders? You know, as I'm coming in, somebody is also looking at my material. They're breaking. This is my brother. Are you sure this material that is fine like this? Are you sure it's from me? By the time you do that, it will cause inferiority complex,
yes,
which will make him to go for, even me, to go for to look as what there was a place I went to, what I wore. The person is not, oh, is it because you are wearing foreign? That's what somebody just told me lately. One of the big men, Frank, because you wore a big something from outside. We should begin to promote what we have. Even the food. Are you aware of some Nigerians don't eat gari? I mean publicly. Some Nigerians, I went to a function with my wife. They say eat your choice. All these what do you call it, jollof, take away this and that, to mix up everything. Nigerians who are indebted, who are even good in eating gari, saw gari with good soup, and they abandoned gari until my wife went and took the gari. They all after salad. As we took the gari and kept the gari on our table and began to eat, it was then Nigerians removed their the wool on their faces. Oh, madam, thank you for helping us. All of them ran to eat. So in Nigeria, they want to see who will be the first man to open the door. But we have the appetite to eat our local food. But if you don't do that, they look at you. No, we can't eat this food.
Thank
Me,
you.
I eat Gary.
Thank you.
I'm proud to eat Gary.
Thank you.